Now, we'll discuss population pyramid. We'll discuss this session according to following learning objectives like what is definition, how pyramid is defined, what are various types of population pyramids, and then what is dependency ratio. In that, we will summarize the session. So let's start with pyramid. This is population pyramid. What is it showing? It is showing the composition of population. How population is composed. Broader base indicates children and upper end shows older people. Base shows children and upper end shows older age people. So it is showing composition of population. What is population pyramid? It's a diagram that gives information regarding the proportion of males and females. Yes, males on left side, females on right side. We know what is proportion of our male, what is proportion of our female. It also shows young people from 0 to 14 years. It also shows working people. Working age is 15 to 59, but some scientists take it from 15 to 64 years. It depends. It varies from country to country. So it can be from 15 to 59 and 15 to 64 years. And elderly people, old age people. Some scientists take it 60 plus, but usually it is taken as 65 or older. So it varies from 15 to 64. Working age varies from 15 to 64 or 15 to 59, and elderly age varies from 60 plus or from 65 plus. What is population pyramid? As these are showing various age groups, and base right side there are females, number of females, and left side shows number of males. These are young dependents from 1 to 14 years. Remember this. Working population from 15 to 64 years. Elderly dependents above 65. So dependents can be children, dependents can be older people, and working population lies in the middle. Dependency, a country with greater dependency ratio shows that dependent population is greater, or number of children and number of older people are greater, as right side shows is showing female and left side is showing male. So population pyramid shows composition of male and female and composition of population according to age. So it is showing composition according to gender and age. We start from children and move to elderly. How to read a population pyramid? This is a common question. A pyramid is given and they asked you to label this. Read the title, example, country or city. Which type of group is? What is general shape of pyramid? It can be rectangular, it can be beehive, it can be triangular. Note the proportion of people at various age groups. And we identify sex ratio, male-female ratio. And then we'll interpret the data. So we'll start from the base and move till top. We see number of dependents, number of independents. What is shape of pyramid? So we see shape and structure. Then we will interpret. So what are various types of population pyramid? Triangular. It can be beehive. It can be rectangular shape pyramid. Shape of pyramid is controlled. It depends on births. It depends on deaths. It depends on migration. There are births. There is mortality. And people do migrate. They migrate from to different countries, they migrate to different regions, they migrate to different cities for better life, for better quality of life, for better resources, for jobs. What is triangular or broad shaped pyramid? This is pyramid of Pakistan. It is triangular or its base is broader. Broader base indicates that there are more births. Narrow tip shows that there are less the number of deaths. It is showing that children are greater and number of old people is less, and this is working age. So we write female on right side, male on left side. Children, these are independents, are working age, and these are dependents, are old dependents. That's how we label this pyramid. Beehive pyramid. Usually pyramid of Singapore is beehive. Working population is greater, our independents are greater, births are less, and older age population is less. So Singapore have lesser dependency ratio because they have more working power, more manpower who can work, who can generate money. What are characteristics? Pyramid of Singapore. This is rocket shaped, narrow base. Narrow base indicates low birth rate, slow growth, proportion, large proportion of working population from 15 to 59 years or 15 to 64 years. Sex ratio balanced. Why this is balanced? Proportion of male and female is equal in this pyramid. So we can say that Beehive pyramid is rocket shaped. There are low birth rate, but working population is greater. That's how we can distinguish different pyramids. What is rectangular pyramid? This pyramid showing that this is working population. These are children and these are older ones. These are female and these are males. What are characteristics? This is pyramid of Netherlands or Europe. This is rectangular shape. Zero growth. Narrow base. Narrow base indicates low birth rates. Life expectancy is greater. Why greater? Older age population is greater, so they expect to live. And low death rates. Bars are equal, so male or female have equal proportion. There is balanced sex ratio in beehive and rectangular pyramid, but there can be imbalance in triangular pyramid, like in pyramid of Pakistan. Pakistan pyramid is triangular, Singapore pyramid is beehive, and Netherlands pyramid is rectangular. They have more working capacity, their working population and number of working population is greater. Our number of independents is greater. Those who can work are called independents. Those who can't work, those who depend on others are called independents. Each pyramid tells a story about past, present, and future. What is this? This is a pyramid. If growth is greater, it shows that dependents are greater. What is future? There are greater number of births, our growth rate is greater. At a certain time period, people definitely they will die. There is mortality. So it tells about a country, it tells about the development of country, it tells about the fertility measures, it tells about the family planning measures, it tells about the resources, it tells about the composition of population. What is the importance? Why population pyramid? Why we want to know about population pyramid? Policy. We need a policy. Planning. We need to plan. We need specific planning. We need to plan according to age, according to gender, according to disease, future housing states. If population is increasing after 10, 20 years, we need houses, we need schools, we will need jobs. So we'll create policy according to our pyramid, like pyramid of Pakistan. We need policies, we need jobs, we need schools, we need money, and we need to compare it, what we are doing, what others are doing, which one is better. Then we will adopt their policies. We can get knowledge from their policies. We can Our information can be transferred. Like, what is a global village? You know, regarding other countries, you compare your resources, you compare your population with others. Now we'll discuss dependency ratio. Ratio between dependent and independent. It's called dependency ratio. Like every pyramid shows, young dependents, old dependents, and economically active are independents, females and males. So we will divide dependents from independents. So we must know it often is expressed in non-productive per 100 productive. Yes, we must know who are independents and who are dependents. Non-productive population above 65 years, below 15 years. So above 65 and below 15 are non-productive. They are non-productive, so they are dependents. They depend on others. How will calculate the productive? What is productive population? Population between 15 to 64 or 15 to 65 years. This is working population. They do work. So how will calculate dependency ratio? We will add children plus elderly and divide them with working age and multiply it by 100. This is dependency ratio of United Kingdom. This is 53% percentage. 53% population. Lower dependency ratio indicates that working population is greater, number of independents are greater. We can take another example. If 100 are younger dependents, 100 are older dependents, and only 100 are independents, how we'll calculate 200 divided by 100 multiplied by 100. Dependency ratio will be 200%. This is greater. How population pyramid can change the development? This is very important question. Progressive pyramid, what it shows, expanding population. Population is increasing. We need further plans. We need further school. We need residents. We need resources. We need to increase our resources. What happened with Pakistan? Population is growing, momentum is increasing, but resources are not increasing. They are static. We need new interventions. We need new policies that are specified according to needs, according to our population. And negative regressive pyramid. Growth is negative, population is decreasing. This is the problem in Scandinavian countries. Their population is decreasing. Why? Birth rate is zero. Death rate is greater because number of old people is greater. Now we'll summarize. We have discussed population pyramids. We have discussed their definition, their types. They are triangular, they are rectangular, there are beehive pyramids. Every pyramid has the characteristics. It's a common university question that you have to label pyramid. You must know that females are on right side, males are on left side. Base shows children are younger dependents. Tip shows older ones, and middle part shows independents. And then a pyramid indicates the development of country, it indicates the growth of country, it indicates the mortality of country, it indicates the fertility of country. Then we measure dependency ratio. Simple formula, we take dependence at numerator and independence at denominator and multiply it by 100. This is also a common university question. It is usually asked that calculate dependency ratio and what does it indicates. So we will add younger dependents plus older dependents. We will add them, divide them with independents, multiply with 100. The greater the dependency ratio, it will show the number of persons and number of dependents are greater. We had to reduce the dependents. We have to increase the number of independents. Independents are those who can work, those working power, manpower, who provide money, who provide resources to the family, who are bread earners, and dependents who depend on them. They eat and sleep. They can't do any work. It's natural. Children can't work. Older people can't work. So we need to control the burden of our population. We need to control our growth. We need to improve our health system. We need to improve our health facilities. We need family planning measures. Countries like Pakistan need family planning measures, need appropriate family planning measures, need implementation of these measures. Number one is provision of measures. Number two is implementation. Plus utilization of facilities, whether female are using these measures or not. How they will utilize, we need to educate them by health education, by counseling, by community participation. And these services are being provided on the principle of equity. We need to integrate, we need to engage our community. We need to educate our community. Countries like Pakistan require awareness. Countries like Pakistan require planning, policies, and proper implementation of plans. Sometimes we have plans, but there is lack of implementation. There is lack of stability. We need stability in our policies. We need to retain, we need to sustain our policies. That's how we can control this population growth. Otherwise, after 10, 20 years, resources will be static, population will be increasing. We will not be able to provide food to our population. We will have to provide shelter. We need economic resources. That's all.